The whole traditional relationship path is a scam and it will leave you nothing but unhappy. In today's video, I'm going to be revealing the biggest lies that society has been telling you. They've been telling you that normal relationships work, the traditional relationships work, and I'm going to be showing you why they don't and what you should do instead. So there's two paths you can take in life. Number one is blissful delusion to disaster, and number two is cold truth to blissful peace. So let's focus on number one, that is blissful delusion to disaster. This is the route that most men will take in their life. This is seen as the more traditional, normal route. So this is the blissful delusion curve. Now this is going to tell us time, so as time passes, how much she cares. Okay, so we've got time on the bottom and we've got her care on the y-axis. Okay, so step number one, the first phase that you're going to enter is you meeting your dream woman. So at the point when you first meet this girl, this is a great time. All right, you believe that you have truly found the one or the girl that you're going to spend a significant amount of time with, whether that be months, whether that be years, and you're going to have a great relationship. Right, this is when you're going to the movies. This is when you're holding hands around the supermarket, when you're food shopping. This is when you're going on dates, right? You've met the dream woman. And at this point, she can do no wrong. Now, everything she tells you, you believe. You believe that she's telling the truth about her past, right? You believe everything she says about what she wants in the future. And at this point, her attraction for you is probably extremely high. Now, what you'll see is the care starting to increase. So as you first met her, right, her care for you has risen. So as time progresses, this is now when we come on to step number two. Okay, this is when you start dating this girl, right? This is when you make her your girlfriend. Now, this is even better than when you met her, right? Because now you're telling each other you love each other. Now you're spending a significant amount of time with that person every single week. Maybe you're seeing her multiple times a week. Maybe you're texting every single day. I know for a fact you're texting every single day, right? She's your girlfriend. You think that this is what you need to do. And again, as time has gone along, she's now started to care for you more. She actually cares about you even more at this point, right? You're in an official relationship. She has a lot of care for you. Attraction is very high at this point. She knows that you have picked her and you are going to remain loyal and committed to her, right? She knows that she's secure now. You're in a relationship. You're not going to go out messing with other girls. You're not going to be speaking to other girls. There's no competition for her. But wait, at that point, when you have made it official, when you have said, listen, babe, I think we should take this to the next level and I think we should make it official and we should be boyfriend and girlfriend. She's really happy for about 2 minutes. And then guess what? She starts to come to that conclusion in her head. She starts to come to the conclusion that, wait, this guy has now settled for me. This guy now thinks that I am the best he's ever going to do. And there's something in her subconscious mind that just starts to think, wait, for some reason, my desire has just stagnated a little bit. For some reason, I'm starting to feel this little twinge in the back of my brain that's saying, are you sure this is the right decision? Are you 100% sure? But she's going to ignore it at this point in time. She's very happy to be your girlfriend. She's very happy that she's in a relationship. She's very happy that she's got a boyfriend. So she's going to push that feeling to the back of her brain and she's going to ignore it, right? And the most common mistake that you'll see from guys in this moment in time is they are delusionally happy. They are in a state of blissful delusion. The common mistake that guys make is thinking, now I've given her the title, now I've given her the commitment, now I've given her what she wanted into being exclusive, right, into being committed, her desire will raise for me. That is not true. In fact, it's the complete opposite. Again, she starts to get that little twitch in the back of her brain, thinking, wait, was this the correct decision? But I'm going to ignore it for now. So as more time passes and you've been in this relationship for a while, right, everything's good. Her care is slowly raising a little bit more for you. She's got more care for you because you've been in the relationship a couple weeks now, couple months now. Now you get into step number three. Now, step number three is where everything changes. This is where you've been in the relationship for a while and you're speaking to your girlfriend on the sofa one day, you've been watching Netflix maybe, and she turns to you and she goes, why don't we move in together? Why don't we just live together? We spend so much time with each other anyway. Why don't we just take that next step in the relationship and move in together? So step number 3 is move in with your girlfriend. Now, what you thought is, wait, if I move in to a home with my girlfriend, desire is going to increase. The care she has for me is going to increase because it's going to bring us closer together, right? We're going to be spending every single day together. Every time I finish work, we're going to come home, we're going to cuddle, and we're going to watch some Netflix, and we're going to cook some food together. This is a great idea. Also, this is the traditional path. This is what my mum and dad have done. This is what my grandma and granddad have done. This is what everyone has done. And it works, right? And it works for everyone else, and it works for my friends. Wrong. What actually happens is desire and care for you over time starts to go neutral. It starts to stagnate. It doesn't increase any further. And there's a reason for this. When you're living with a girl every single day, when she knows your routine every single day, when she knows what you're doing every single day, her desire starts to plateau. Okay, there's no more increase in care over the time you're spending with her, over those weeks, those months, those years that you're living with her. Her care does not increase. At this point in time, when she knows that you go to work at 9 till 5 every single day, and you're going to be home at 6 o'clock every single day, then you're going to go to the gym at 6 till 7 every single day. Then you're going to come back home and you're going to cook some food 7 till 8 every single day. Then you're going to go watch some TV. You're going to watch your favourite show. You're going to watch some Netflix and you're going to chill with her on the sofa in the living room every single day. You become too predictable. Your SMV, your sexual market value, decreases in her eyes because she knows exactly where you're going to be at any given time. You're having no time apart. And remember what I tell you guys, a girl can only miss you. A girl can only truly understand that she loves you, that she cares about you through time apart. She does not get this through spending time with you, especially every single day. So if you're spending every single day with her, you're having no time apart whatsoever, right? And most of the time, what guys do is when they move in with the girlfriend, they spend less time with the friends. They spend less time with the family, the brother, the sisters. They spend no time away from the girl who they've moved in with. When she knows that every single night, at the end of the day, you are going to be in that bed with her, when she knows that there is a guarantee that she is going to see you every single day, desire and care slowly starts to drop over time. The reason this is because your mystery has gone. Your allure has gone. There's no mystery left in the relationship, right? She knows exactly what you're doing every single day. So what's going to happen is as time goes on, you are going to see a very, very, very slow drop of desire, a very slow loss of desire and care for you over an extended period of time, right? So let's say you've been living with this girl for 6 months. Every single month, desire is going to drop for you. So every single month, you're going to fall down this chart. She's going to care less and less about you. And then as years pass, you're going to be getting down to this place over here where she's got little to no care for you anymore. She now sees you as low sexual market value because over time, when she's seen this routine, when you've been doing the same things every day, when you've been going to a brother's birthday party, when you've been going to see her nieces and nephews, when you've been going to a mum's little housewarming or a mum's little Sunday dinners every single day, every single week, every single month for years on end, what happens? Desire starts to drop because she gets bored. Guys, please take this serious when I say this to you. The biggest killer of relationships is boredom and routine. When you're doing the same things for months and years on end, her desire and care for you over time is slowly going to decrease. She's going to wake up one day and now start to think, I can do better than this man. She's going to wake up one day, you're going to have failed hypergamy because she now doesn't see you as the best man that she can get because there's no mystery, there's no excitement, you're boring, right? You've been doing the same thing with her for years and months on end, right? She's going to wake up one morning and she's going to think, I can do better. So what's going to happen at this point is about here on the blissful delusion curve, right? When you're happy, you're in blissful happiness, thinking that you found the love of your life, you're living with this girl, you're having a great time. Meanwhile, her care is now here. And at this point in the graph, she has now checked out of the relationship. She now doesn't want to be with you. She feels like she can do better. So what's going to happen at this point? She's going to now have contempt for you. Right, and when a woman starts to have contempt for you, the relationship is already over. Right, the reason why the relationship is already over when she has contempt for you is now everything you do and everything you say is going to piss her off. When you go into that snack cupboard and you take out that packet of crisps, right, and you start chomping on them, you start making loads of noise, you take out those packet of shortbread biscuits and you start eating them, she's going to look at you like this. She's going to be thinking, God, he does my head in. God, everything he does is just winding me up at this point. Can you shut up crunching on those crisps? That's ridiculous. You don't need to be that loud. You sat watching the football game. You sat watching the golf. You sat watching the darts. And she's going to start to look at you like this. Why is he not at work? Why is he not doing more and getting us more money in this household? Why is he just sat there on his ass, indulging in pleasure? Indulging in sports, having fun. Why is he sat there having fun? She's going to look at you like this, guys, because she no longer cares about you. She no longer has any care for you. So now everything you do pisses her off because she's done. She's finished with the relationship. And it's only a matter of time, weeks, months at best, before disaster strikes. And that is step number 4. Disaster is going to strike. And I almost forgot, when she's got contempt for you, intimacy will stop. You'll no longer be having regular sex with this girl. You'll no longer be sleeping with your own girlfriend, right? You won't get any sex whatsoever. At best, you might have sex once every 2 months, once every 3 months, maybe when you've done something around the house and she's just praising you with some bog standard boring sex, right, where it's some starfish sex. That is what you're going to get at that point in time. Anyway, step 4, disaster striking. So one of 3 things is going to happen at step 4. This is when your girlfriend or wife has hit breaking point. Right, she's come to the conclusion that not only do I have contempt for this guy, but now I actually want to exit this relationship. So one of these things is going to happen. Number 1, she's either going to end the relationship or marriage. So she's going to just come to you. She's going to say, listen, we need to talk. I don't think this is working anymore. I think we should get a divorce. She's going to serve you some divorce papers. The second thing she might do is she might cheat on you. Right, so she's going to try create some excitement. She's bored with you. She's not getting anything from you. She doesn't want to be with you anymore, but she's not going to end the relationship because things might be complicated. You're living with each other. You might have kids. You might be married. So that's going to be a complicated process. So what's she going to do? She's going to go ahead and cheat. This might be with the guy from work. This might be with one of her guy best friends. This might be just with a random Chad on a night out with her girlfriends. Or the third thing she might do is she might stay with you for the convenience. Right, she's got a house with you. She's got bills with you. She's got a shared bank account with you. She's got kids with you. So she might just stay with you for convenience and live a terrible quality of life. Right, none of us want this, guys. We don't want our wife to resent us. We don't just want to be plodding along life and not having no real joy and no real happiness from being with this woman. When disaster inevitably strikes, guys, the relationship is over. There is nothing you can do to repair the relationship. Her care for you over time has now depleted to almost zero. She might have love for you. Right, she might say these things like, yeah, I'll always care about him. I'll always love him to some degree. But she doesn't have desire for you. She doesn't have care and she's not in love with you. Right, like a relationship should be. You know the relationships that you see in movies. You know the relationships that you see in romantic comedies. Guess where they end, guys? They end right here. They end where you make her your girlfriend. They end at some point over here where she might have been your girlfriend for a little while and everything is bliss. You're in blissful delusion. But the reality is, the romantic comedy movies don't show you what happens after the girlfriend part. They don't show you what happens after you've been together for months. They don't show you what happens after you've been together for years. Because that's where the real challenge is. And that's where the truth lies. The fact that it does not work. There's a reason why this is the blissful delusion to disaster curve, because it always ends in the disaster and there's nothing you can do about it. So what's the other option? What is the second path that you can take in life that I personally believe is the way to go? Well, this path is called the cold truth to blissful peace path, okay? So this is the blissful peace curve. Usually what happens is men wake up to this path in life after they've experienced some sort of heartbreak. Okay, so after they've been through a couple relationships, after they've realized that all women operate in kind of a similar fashion, right, they start to come to the conclusion that this is the best path to take to be truly happy over an extended period of time. So the blissful peace curve is going to represent, as time passes along, how your happiness is going to be, okay, based on the situation, based on your situation with women. So the first step is the cold truth. So this is the realization that comes in maybe after a couple of heartbreaks, maybe after you've spent a bunch of time trying to figure out women, trying to figure out what relationships work best, right, for you, what makes you most happy. You come to the cold, hard truth. And the cold, hard truth is realizing that love does not exist and none of it is real. Now, I know this might sound harsh. I know this might be something that you've not really heard before. It might be a controversial opinion, but you come to the realization that this is the truth. And what I mean by this is that love does not exist in the most traditional sense, right? It's not the same as in the romantic comedies. It's not the same as in the movies. It's not like what your parents told you when you were growing up. It does not exist, and you realize that the hard way. So if you truly think about the past relationships, like guys, truly think about the past girls that you've been with, they only ever really act in a way that best serves them. They only really act in a way that truly benefits them and how they feel. Guys, did you want to do half of the stuff that you were doing when you was in a relationship? All the things that she asked you to do, all the things that you ever did with her were only solely for her to benefit, were only solely for her to feel good in that moment. When you truly think about it, what did they actually do for you? What did they actually do that benefited your life? So when you first come to the conclusion that this is the cold truth, that love does not exist in the traditional sense, and that women are only operating in a way that best serves them, your happiness is going to be pretty low, right? This is going to bum you out a little bit, right? You're probably going to question the fact whether you ever want to date again. You're probably going to question the fact whether anything was worth it, whether dating is worth it. You've realized that essentially all women have the same natural tendencies to where they want a fluctuation of their emotion, right? This is why they go for the bad boys. They want a fluctuation of emotion to make them feel something every single day. That's why they can wake up every single day and feel something different for you if they're getting bored, if they're getting in routine, if they're just sick of looking at your face, right? One day they're going to wake up and they just don't feel the same, right? You're going to be a bit unhappy with this because you're going to come to the conclusion that they all kind of operate the same. They all want this fluctuation of emotion, right? They all get bored easily. The thing that you realize at this point in time is that she doesn't care about how you feel. She only cares about how you make her feel, right? That is the real cold truth at that moment in time. That is the realization that you come to. So as time passes and you've come to this cold truth and you're kind of a little bit bitter about it, right? You're going to move on to step 2, right? So over the course of time, you are now going to become a degenerate, right? What is this going to consist of? This is going to consist of you starting to sleep with a bunch of women, right? For absolutely no reason. Maybe you're going to start going out a lot more, going to drink a lot more instead of going to the gym. You're going to start indulging in loads of stupid, degenerate behavior. You're going to have a lot more one-night stands. You're not going to care about anyone's feelings at this moment in time. You're going to have this feeling of being emotionally numb, right? You're not going to care about anything or anyone, right? So at this moment in time, you're indulging in degenerate behavior. You're going to be sleeping around a lot, right? A lot of one night stands. And at this point, you'll actually come to the realization that you lacking care, you no longer caring about anyone's feelings, about what anyone thinks about you, about what you do to anyone, about if you hurt someone, about if you lead them on. You not caring is actually going to make girls more attracted to you. It's actually going to make girls care about you more. But what realization you do come to over time is that your happiness has actually decreased. You're actually less happy than you were to begin with when you found out this cold hard truth. You come to the realization that this is all just pointless, right? Indulging in degenerate behavior is pointless. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. You're taking girls out on dates. You're spending loads of money on drinking alcohol on nights out. And all in all, it's a waste of time. You're unhappy and it's not the place you want to be in. So I know what you're thinking, Tom, well, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? Well, that's right now, because this is step 3. Now, this is blissful peace. Now, this is a moment of true peace and harmony when you now start to realize that dating just when you want and when you feel like it is actually cool. You see one girl here, you see 2 girls there, you don't see any girls another month, right? And that's what you're happy with. Whenever you have time, whenever you actually want to indulge, whenever you actually want to start seeing a girl, you do it. Now, at this moment in time, your happiness skyrockets. And the reason why your happiness skyrockets is because now you are at peace. You are at peace where you know that all women operate in this particular way, and that's just how they're going to act. That's just how women are going to operate. That's just who they are. And you're truly content with that. You have this moment where you can relax, you can let yourself go, and you're at this peaceful state where you now know, right, this is how women operate. Nothing is going to change. No one girl is special. Right, when Becky broke my heart 6 months ago, it wasn't personal. When Sarah cheated on me 3-4 years ago, it wasn't personal. This is just how hypergamy works. This is just how women operate. And there's nothing that any of us can do about it. Women operate based on how they feel day to day. So all of that trauma that you think you have, all of those bad experiences that you think you've had with women, they have all been learning curves to get to this exact point where you have now got blissful peace and you understand now. You've unlocked the secrets where you realize that there's no change in anything. Right, girls are going to feel how they feel day to day. It changes all the time. So you just now have to operate, and you later find this out, that you now have to operate being selfish. And you being selfish makes you happy. Right, you consistently working on your goals. You consistently trying to better your life. You consistently putting yourself first and not putting the woman at the forefront of your life. Not handing over all your emotions to a woman is what makes you happy, is what gives you the most peace. But there is one thing that transfers from step 2 to step 3, right? When you enter this blissful peace transition. And this is that the emotionally numb part of you will always stay apparent, right? At this moment in time, you will always, for the rest of your life now from this point on, you will have the ability to be emotionally numb. And that is one of the best traits. I would argue that is the best trait that you can have as a man when it comes to dating and relationships. Now you operate with the mindset that you never really care about anything. You just understand that it is what it is. Everything is what it is, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Remember this, guys. This is how women operate, and I am fine with it, and I will enjoy it. That is going to be your mindset at the end of this. That is going to be your mindset when you reach blissful peace. Guys, remember, I have been through this exact journey, right? This is my journey. I am telling you exactly what has happened to me. And this will happen to you guys. I'm trying to give you guys a shortcut. I'm trying to avoid you guys from making the same mistakes that I did. Because I promise you guys, when you reach this point of blissful peace, it is the best state of mind to be in and the best way to operate, because your happiness has reached its peak and there's nothing anyone can say to me or anyone can do that's going to decrease my happiness, right? I'm just content, and that is the best position you can be in life. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, drop it a like, right? I feel like this is one of my best videos I've ever done, right? So leave a comment if you enjoyed it too, and subscribe to the channel for more. I love you.